Benvenuti, welcome to my house, or should I say the house that Giuseppe built, because Giuseppe, or Joe Damiano, has worked to rebuild this house which burned 11 years ago, doing everything by hand, showing his artistry and the influence of his Italian father, who was born in Naples, his mother in Sicily, and what Italian Americans can contribute to our society. This is the first in a series of documentaries to capture the people and their achievements, what they have done as children of immigrants
You have the
in this
pictures from where
country.
you got it from? So the church had fallen down in an earthquake?
See, that's where the church is. Okay? See? And I built the house over here.
Buongiorno,
Buongiorno.
come stai?
Io sto bene, grazie. Sono molto contenta che voi state qui con noi. This is really my home. I've lived here for 48 years. I was widowed twice. My first husband had the house built. My second husband, who was best friends with this gentleman, added an addition. And it's like, he said, if you marry me, I'm going to convert your house into an Italian villa. So I thought, well, what the heck? I may as well marry him and take my chances. But speaking seriously, while I was engaged, I became the honorary vice consul for Italy in Trenton. And I've been doing that for 17 years. And we wanted the home to look like a place in Italy, so when people come, they would feel welcome and at home. And that's why we're happy to have you here, and we hope that you feel like you're in a little bit of Italy.
My father, when he was young, he was in Philadelphia, and he used to make the cabinets, RCA cabinets. Ever see the one with the horn?
Yeah.
You know, he used to make them cabinets because that's my father's trade. Then the war started, World War I, and he went back to Europe. And he fought for Italy, and then he was a prisoner of war there in Austria. I don't know how many years. And then he came back to this country, and he met my mother in Trenton, you know, and they got married, and that's, you know, they loved each other. I mean, loved his family.
My father knew my capacity before me. I was real young, and my father, all the people that he associated with were masters in their trade. It wasn't like today. They had master in front of the name, and when they talk to you, they call you Master Antonio. I mean, the other guy, Master Palmerone, he was a stonemason, but they all mastered the trade. So my father was sitting in the living room, and I walk in there, my father says, Panone's going to build a porch on the street. He said, I want you to go watch him. I said, Papa, I want you to go watch him. I went and watched him. Next day, my father tells me, you got to build these things in the yard. So I had the brick, I took the brick, and the first thing I made it out of soda. Okay, so he knew that I could do it. If I watched somebody do it, that was good, you know. He knows I could do it, so and he did it. You know, that way I went right through it like that. My father knew my capacity. I didn't even design it. I just do it as I'm doing it. I come up with the design, the material I had. I used anything I had. I mean, I didn't go buy, you know, so. I just used it, and that was the end of that. Same thing with that little chain around there. That's all little pieces, you know, around the edge, the bottom there. And then these flower pots, they were just that regular block, you know, regular block 2, 4 by 8 by 16, and I shipped them all, and then I stood them up. I just worked out of my head, like, The same thing with this. Just all these blocks over here are all cut. I cut them all. We're back of the bench. You know, so I just work out of my head, you know, and I work with what I can get my hands on. I don't look for nothing. It's just whatever I can got. That's it. That's who I am. I don't know.